Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Chris here again with Hertastic Reviews. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around and hit that subscribe button, and hope to hear you in the comment sections down below. My name's Chris. I'm the host here at Hertastic Reviews. You know what this is. It's the show where we talk about movies, we do top fives, and basically just nerd out, and you watch and see me embarrass myself. So it's a really great time. And for those of you that are returning again, thanks for giving me another chance, because Lord knows I need more. Today, if you've noticed on this channel, I've been a little lackluster with releasing a video, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of like what's going on around the world with us lately, and, I don't like to get too political about things, but honestly, with just like the presidential election, it just got me so stressed out and just mentally drained. But I kept thinking, you know what? I want to put something out that's going to make me happy, and hopefully it makes other people happy to get their minds off of this thing. So if you want to listen to really great stuff we have on our podcast, which is Inside the Sequel, which I highly recommend you listen to. It's really great stuff. We got some really smart and awesome people on there. I put a link of that, not a link, but there's always a link down below in the comments, but there's always an upload, so you can just listen to it here on YouTube as well. So I'd love to hear some feedback on that. If you ever want to be a part of that, you just got to go down in the comments. You got to ask. But today, it's Noirvember, which if you got to be watching some noir films. But today, at least since it's the end of October, I figured I'd show off and get some validation by showing what I bought during this past month of October, which were mostly a lot of horror movies, but there's some really good stuff. Also, at the time of uploading, Barnes & Noble is having its semi-annual Criterion/Arrow sales on their websites. It's 50% off all the way to the end of the month, and I definitely recommend you take advantage of that. However, Indicator, Powerhouse Films are also having a sale, and then Amazon is having a sale as well on just really any kind of movies, basically. And I think Target might be having a buy two get one free sale. I'm not sure. We're struggling for money at this point as collectors. 2020 is beating us down financially with these deals. But so I definitely recommend you check these out. And I got a little bit of everything in here that I think that people might want to go out and purchase during these sales. This is the best time to do it. But this is what I bought during the month of October. And the first movie was Plague of the Zombies from Scream Factory. And this is my favorite Hammer horror movie. I've seen quite a few different ones because Daniel from Cobwebs has shown it to me. This movie came out in 1966, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. It's such an easy watch, and it's honestly, it's just an entertaining movie. Hammer horror, they kind of do like those British interpretation of the Universal monster movies, but they make them. They're not like your dad's Universal monster movies. They're a little bit more graphic and some sexual in tone at times. The good stuff. And Plague of the Zombies is one of those weird ones where it didn't have Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee, but I still love the actors that are in this movie, and I love the zombies. It's just really cool. I think it really, really influences on George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, so I definitely recommend you check this movie out. The next movie is another Scream Factory release. I think I purchased both of them during the previous Amazon buy two get one free sale. But that is Pet Sematary 2 with the slipcover. Let's give some hell. Or raise some hell, excuse me. I love this movie. It is completely insane. It has Edward Furlong in it. It has Clancy Brown. It's just such a great movie. It was directed by Mary Lambert. It's not Mary Shelley, the author, but Mary Lambert directed this. She also directed the original Pet Sematary. But this is a newer release from this year. And once I did my podcast episode of this, which I definitely think you should listen to because it's so fun, where we talked about this obviously being a sequel, I just knew I had to own it. It's going to be an easy watch movie for like years to come. So Pet Sematary 2. I wish they changed the slipcover. It's not very good. Next, we're talking about an Arrow release. This is my shipment from the Arrow sale that happened previously as well, the Shocktober sale. Those came in. So I got The Apartment from their Arrow Academy series. I upgraded it because I could not stand that boring Blu-ray release. All the Billy Wilder movies that I own, they're almost all on boutique label if they're available, because he's one of my all-time favorites, and I want to get the best versions of his movies because there isn't a box set, which is interesting. And if there is going to be a box set, I'm going to feel like a fool. But Jack Lemmon, Billy Wilder Best Picture winner from 1960. No, 1960, excuse me. And this is a 4K scan. You definitely need to see this movie. It's a really gorgeous release. It's the standard edition, but it's still an Arrow release, and it's awesome. The next movie, the Case of the Scorpion's Tail, which is an Italian giallo film. I have it here as the reversible Italian release, and the other side it's the Arrow cover. I'll flip it over. I probably should do it for The Apartment as well. But this one here is a Sergio Martino film, and it's a giallo mystery film. And I just think this movie is really entertaining. I don't know. The movie works really well for me. There's the alternate cover. I don't want to flip it because I like the side I have it on. But Arrow really is like my favorite boutique label because of these artworks. And I love the movies they're putting out. They put these giallo films. They put out classics like The Apartment. Excuse me. So here's the alternate one for The Apartment as well. Pretty sweet. But I just like the classic poster more. But The Case of the Scorpion's Tail, really great mystery movie about a killer on the loose. Some really great killing in it as well. But it's just really great stuff. You should check this movie out if you like giallo films, like sort of like the Argento type films. Speaking of Argento, I also picked up Tana Brai. This had a Synapse release. However, I just had to get the Arrow one because I like the alternate cover art. There it is. It's the same as the Synapse cover, but I don't know. Arrow's just my jam, so why not own it on that label? Tana Brai, Argento, this is probably one of my favorite ones next to Suspiria. It had John Saxon, who passed away recently, and this movie is kind of like about an author who possibly is going to be getting killed, but I'm not going to ruin anything. Just a really entertaining giallo movie. Speaking of more giallos, I picked up a lot of Italian movies, but this is the suspicious death of a minor. This is another Sergio Martino film. Look at that artwork on. Damn, it's just so gorgeous. This one came out in 1970, whatever. We're just going to say 1970. But it came in a weird one where it's a dual pack. It had the DVD and the Blu-ray. Not a big fan of the alternate cover art. I think this is the version you want to get it. I kind of like with the Arrow releases of these Arrow films, they have them with the original Italian lettering. The Case of the Bird of the Crystal Plumage also has that same. And I think that's so cool. I think that looks really sweet. So you just got to remember what the movie is when you're explaining it and flexing it on people. The next movie I picked up is a Kino Lorber release, and it's a Billy Wilder film. It's A Foreign Affair. Jean Arthur and Marlene Dietrich, who is like one of my biggest crushes right now. A Foreign Affair is a recent release. I tried to get it through Eureka during a sale, but it just never happened because I like the clear case, and I like Eureka's releases. But this was the best way to get it, and I got it during a sale. I think I got it with Plague of the Zombie, Pet Sematary 2 for free. But yeah, I haven't seen this movie yet, 1948, but I own so many Billy Wilder movies, and like I love every single one I've been watching, so I definitely blind bought this because I knew I'd love watching this movie because Jean Arthur, she's just so gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with Marlene Dietrich lately, so you can pick that up through Kino. I think there was a Kino sale. I don't think that movie was a part of it. I could be wrong. But speaking of Eureka earlier, I did pick up a Eureka film back in June that finally just came in. It was such a tiresome experience of just like talking to the customer service and me moving and stuff, but we finally got it. But that is one of my all-time favorite movies. Another Billy Wilder movie. That is the 1945 Best Picture winner, The Lost Weekend, which is so hard to get on Blu-ray, but then Eureka purchased it, and then you couldn't get it for a little bit, and then they got restocked on it. This is through Eureka, the Masters of Cinema kind of name brand on that one, but this movie is so perfect. Ray Milland. I've done one of my early cringe videos that kind of reviewed this movie, and you should check it out. I might put a link of that somewhere over here. But The Lost Weekend, it's about alcoholism. Ray Milland kills it in this movie. Jane Wyman as well. Billy Wilder, this was my first movie with him, and I just could not recommend this movie enough. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. The only bummer about this is it's a Eureka film, and Eureka, when they put out their movies, they're like Criterion, they put the clear cases, but this one, for some reason, has a Blu-ray release. And when I talked to the customer service, they said that for some reason this release has to come with the blue case, which makes no sense to me. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to buy a clear case to just flip it because I cannot stand this next to my other two Eureka films. But The Lost Weekend, which is also coming to Kino at the end of this month, you should all watch this movie. It's phenomenal. It's so good. If you've seen The Lost Weekend, you should let me know down below what you thought of it. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. I got this box set during the Arrow sale, and it's a box set that's really hard to get, but if you have a region free player, it's not that hard if you can wait till a sale, because it's the best time to buy it during a sale. But that is the 4-film noir classics through the Academy, the Arrow Academy series from Arrow. This has 4 films in 2 cases, and I'm so excited to get into this. I got this purposely for Noirvember, and because it's hard to get, and I love Arrow, and these box sets are gorgeous, so it's like I have to spend my money to get them. And I'm so excited to get it. So it comes with The Dark Mirror, Secret Beyond the Door, Force of Evil, and The Big Combo. I've seen none of these movies. I have heard of Fritz Lang, though. But look at these. Look at these cases and the artwork on them. Beyond the Door. Like, I'm so fascinated by these movies. And if you want to flip them over, it comes with the other films artwork. I'm just going to show the disc on that because I kind of like the case size I pick. Every time I buy movies that have alternate covers, I have to decide then and there which side I want to get. So, yeah, if you've seen any of these movies, let me know. I'm so curious to know about them, and I'm definitely excited to dig into these. Speaking of digging into them, I've only seen one of these movies almost all the way through, and I really enjoyed it, and I want to go through more. He's a director that's kind of controversial, so it fits that I like him and want to talk about him. But I bought this pre-owned. I know, but I bought it pre-owned through one of my Criterion groups, and I got a steal on it. I only paid $30 or $35 for this with free shipping. But that is Pier Paolo Pasolini's Trilogy of Life, which comes with 3 films. It comes with The Cameron, The Canterbury Tales, and Arabian Nights. And this is just celebrating life and freedom and sexuality. And it's just like Pier Paolo Pasolini is a director I'm so fascinated by after I saw his film, The Gospel According to St. Matthew. And I just like his filmmaking. I like the messages he's bringing. And I know I haven't seen Solo, and I'm not going to ruin a director because of one movie like most people will do. I kind of want to give him the proper credit and watch some of his movies, and this is going to allow me to do that. I've already seen most of the Decameron, and it's kind of like an anthology of sorts, and it's really interesting. And it's really hard to get. It's usually like $70, even on sale. So if you're trying to get into that Barnes & Noble sale and get this thing, I would snipe it up really quickly because it usually gets sold out quickly. But yeah, it has the 3 cases and it has a nice booklet. I think it's such a really cool release. So thank you, Criterion, and the guy who sold this to me. The final thing, the main event. The main reason I even wanted to show what I purchased this past month, because you're probably thinking, geez Louise, this guy has so much money to spend. It's not true. You just got to budget and save. But this one was a story. And I'll start by saying I had bid on it once on eBay, and I'd been wanting it for most of this whole year since I did an episode with Daniel on his podcast. I wanted to buy this set. I didn't want to buy any of them individually and have the different labels that had his movies to get them all. I wanted to wait because I knew, knowing my luck, I would finally get it. But someone on eBay, when I made an offer a month ago, messaged me and gave me an offer. He said, hey, $130 free shipping, and this is yours right then and there. And I immediately said yes. Immediately. It's brand new. It came in from Switzerland, and we had been talking, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's worth the risk. And it finally came in tonight. And we're just going to go through it. I already opened it. Shrink wrap. And this, yeah, I was just so lucky. I made an offer. I lowballed the hell out of him. He wanted $300 for this because this is what it goes for usually. But then he came back. I think I offered him $120. And he said, no, $130 or $140, I think. No, it might have been $130 or no, $140 or $150. Either way, the price is, I got it way undervalued, but that is the Mario Bava Macabre Visions collection through Arrow. This is the creme de la crop. This is something I had been wanting for so long. and it's finally here, brand new. I couldn't help myself. I had to open the shrink wrap. It is just making me cream. It is just so gorgeous. Look at this thing. It is beautiful. And when you get that off, bam, look at this thing. This thing is a mammoth. I love how thick this boy is. Mario Bava is an Italian director who kind of was like the precursor to the Giallo films, and he made these movies that were really ahead of their time. And I've seen Kill Baby Kill, but I really want to see everything else like Black Sunday and Black Sabbath. But this is a 10-film set that from his movies. So you get Black Sunday, The Girl Who Knew Too Much, Black Sabbath, Kill Baby Kill, 5 Dolls for an August Moon, A Bay of Blood, Barren Blood, Lisa and the Devil, and Rabid Dogs. 10 films here. This thing is out of print to hell, so good luck trying to get it. I got lucky. I can't explain it. But I love this release from Arrow. I don't know how they even did this. So you open this up, and you get each disc by itself, and it's like case rundown for every single film. I'm going to have to move it here because I really want to show it off because I think this thing is amazing. And oh man, I cannot wait to dig into this. These are just gothic pre-Giallo films. They're just such a gorgeous release. I just cannot wait to dig into this. And it's all through, they're all Arrow discs individually too. So they're going to be really good scans as well with bonus features. This is region B locked. So you need a region free player for this. But the thing is, a lot of these movies also were divvied up into different, labels. So I think there's a few from Kino, and then there was some from Arrow, and then you could get some, I think, standard or blue or just DVDs. But now you can get, I have them all here for me to dig into. Yeah, this is definitely going to be on the top shelf with my Godzilla and Gamera set. But yeah, this is the thing that, oh, the forbidden photos of a lady above suspicion. That's kind of erotic. I'm going to put that one away. But yeah, these were my pickups during the month of October. It was a very spooky season. If you had made any pickups, I want to know what you got down below. What did you think of my pickups? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you ever want to interact with me, I'm always on Instagram mostly, and I'm definitely on Twitter. So hopefully this video can bring some you know, a little light to the darkness that's been happening, I feel like, this whole couple weeks. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. My name's Chris here at Hertastic Reviews, and remember, if you're not buying boutique label Blu-rays, do you even care about cinema? Let's see you next time.